Alright guys, we're back. And it's time to rank some more flags. And this time, we're taking a trip to Europe. But not the lush, shiny, and popular Western Europe. We're going to Eastern Europe.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Russia is the biggest nation in Eastern Europe. And among Eastern European nations, Russia is known as that guy that nobody likes. But this isn't about that. This is about their flag. And their flag is some hot garbage. Standard European tricolor flag. White, blue, and red stripes assembled horizontally. And D tier. Estonia has a really nice eye-catching flag. The design is nothing special, which for some reason is a very common theme throughout Eastern Europe. Most of y'all were just straight up copying each other's work. But regardless, the Estonian flag is very gorgeous. The colors they picked and the way they lined them up are just perfect. The blue represents the sky, the black for the soil, and the white represents the snow. A gorgeous flag for a gorgeous nation. S tier. The Latvian flag is interesting. The composition is really nice. You don't see many flags with this tiny stripe going through the center, and I do like it. However, the shade of red they picked is terrible. The white represents truth, and the red is apparently inspired by mulberry juice, which Latvian soldiers used to dye their equipment in the past. An interesting bit of history, but it still looks terrible. The composition is the only good part of this flag. C tier. The Lithuanian flag is harsh. Not a single color on this flag looks good. It uses the standard European tricolor composition, which itself isn't terrible, but if the colors you pick aren't good, there isn't anything else for your flag to fall back on. So you just end up with this. D tier. The Belarus flag is really nice. The shade of red is really good. I could care less about this ugly green at the bottom, but the real charm of this flag is on the side here, with what is allegedly called an ornamental design. But if you're an intellectual like me, then you know this is pixel art. The design and color scheme are just gorgeous. And if it wasn't for this green patch in the bottom, it would be an S tier flag. But the green is there, so it's an A tier flag. The Ukrainian flag is not good. It's just a Polish flag, but worse. And the colors are not doing it any favors. Blue next to yellow might be one of the worst color choices I have ever seen. The blue represents the sky, and the yellow represents wheat. Because fun fact, Ukraine is one of the world's biggest exporters of wheat. The flag still sucks though. C tier. The Moldovan flag is undeniably saved by its coat of arms in the center. Now if you've seen my previous video, you'll know I'm not a very big fan of yellow, which kinda ruins this flag. Now the coat of arms though is really special. An eagle behind a gorgeous shield, holding a cross in its beak, an olive branch in one of its talons, and a scepter in the other. If it wasn't for this coat of arms, this flag would be hot garbage. But thanks to the coat of arms, this flag gets the uniqueness it needs to be B tier. The Romanian flag is just a worse version of the Moldovan flag. A standard tricolor flag with 3 vertical stripes and this terrible yellow in the middle. It's an eyesore. The red and blue aren't that bad looking by themselves, but when you put this obnoxious yellow in the center, it just ruins the whole look of the flag and makes the entire thing hideous. D tier. The Bulgarian flag is not good. It's just really boring. Boring lines and boring colors. Not even an attempt at uniqueness here. And the colors themselves don't look good. Just a garbage flag through and through really. D tier. The Polish flag is okay, I guess. It's undeniably iconic in its own way, but it's extremely simple, just 2 colors. The colors they picked are nice and do go well together to form what can easily be recognized as the Polish flag. But you guys need to step up your flag design. Any bit of extra detail could help make this flag great, but for now, it's B tier. The flag of the Czech Republic is an average flag, not terrible like some of the other flags in the region, but far from great. It ultimately needs a lot more in terms of its design to be a great flag. The color scheme is dull, very dull, and the shade of blue that was used for the triangle just sticks out and looks really strange overall. This is just a much worse version of the obviously superior South African flag. C tier. The Slovakian flag is depressing. The color scheme is boring, and the coat of arms is one of the most bland looking that I've ever seen. The colors are known as Pan-Slavic colors, and the coat of arms has 3 blue hills which symbolize the nation's mountain ranges, and the double cross is a symbol of Christianity. Some interesting concepts here, but there's nothing visually striking about this flag. D tier. Hungary has a standard European tricolor flag, red, white, and green assembled horizontally into 3 equal-sized stripes, each one representing strength, faithfulness, and hope. Now I wish there was some more to say about this flag, but there isn't. It's just ugly looking with colors that look as if someone has dried them out and stripped them of their life. Sorry Hungary, but this flag is not good. D tier. The Serbian flag is similar to the Moldovan flag, in that it is saved by its gorgeous coat of arms. The colors aren't very good. The shades of red and blue are similar to the colors on the Hungarian flag, and that the shades they picked look dried out and lifeless. But the coat of arms is its saving grace. A red shield with a massive crown on top, and a double-headed silver eagle standing behind another shield. If it wasn't for the bland colors, this flag would be one of my favorites. B tier. Kosovo. Compared to the sea of boring flags I've been talking about, this is very interesting. That doesn't mean that I like it though. It's one of the most unique concepts for a flag in the world, because it has the actual country's landmass on the flag, with a very nice shade of blue in the background and 6 stars above it. A great concept for a flag, but it's still ugly. Sorry Kosovo. B tier. The flag of North Macedonia looks suspiciously similar to another flag, but this is a very good flag overall. A yellow sun in the center, surrounded by 8 rays protruding from the center of the flag. The red and yellow is a solid looking color scheme and represents the new sun of liberty. A very unique flag, especially when compared to other flags in the region. Simple and beautiful. A tier. Slovenia has another very average flag. It's simple with white, blue, and red stripes and the coat of arms between the white and blue. The coat of arms is small and in my opinion does not look very good at all. It depicts Mount Triglav with 2 wavy lines underneath, depicting the sea and 3 gold stars above it. Overall, it's just another average flag. Not great, but not terrible either. C tier. The Croatian flag is pretty damn interesting to look at. It's definitely one of the most eye-catching tricolor flags out there. The red, white, and blue are solid colors, but the real intrigue is derived from the coat of arms. Just the way it's positioned and how it lines up perfectly with the top line is excellent. The coat of arms is one large shield with a red and white checkerboard pattern and 5 smaller shield designs forming a crown above the original shield. They each have different, very unique designs in them, making a gorgeous coat of arms overall that complements the flag beautifully. This flag is super unique and personally, I love it. A tier. Bosnia. I have been dreading getting to the Bosnian flag because every time I see this flag, it just pisses me off. What is this, man? Why would you put a random fucking uneven triangle in the flag with a bunch of fat ass stars going down its side? And the blue color looks terrible as well. This flag just looks like shit. I hate looking at this flag. I feel bad for any poor Bosnian that has to go through life knowing that this abomination is meant to represent their nation. D tier. And now to move on to the 2 greatest flags on earth, Montenegro and Albania. These 2 flags are some of the best flags in the world that belong to 2 completely irrelevant countries that literally no one has ever heard of. But my god man, the flag design coming out of these 2 countries is truly incredible. The Montenegro flag is the greatest flag in the world. The color scheme, composition, and design are just unbelievably good. Which makes it even more strange that this flag is owned by some random country in Eastern Europe. A red background with a gold border, and at its center is the incredible coat of arms of Montenegro, a crowned double-headed eagle holding a scepter and a blue orb. In front of it is a golden shield with a picture of the Lion of Judah. This is the greatest flag of all time, no doubt about it. S tier. The Albanian flag is the 2nd greatest flag in the world. For a long time, it was my personal favorite until I discovered the Montenegro flag. I don't know what's in the air in this tiny part of Europe, But I need that. A blood red background that symbolizes bravery, strength, and valor, and a black double-headed eagle that represents the sovereign states of Albania. This is truly the second greatest flag in the world, no arguments. It's clear that the Albanian people poured all of their nation's resources into designing the flag and left nothing for building up the nation. S tier. And that was all of Eastern Europe. Next time, we'll be covering the posh, snobby Westerners. Subscribe if you want to see that.